The other thing that that I think is probably worth mentioning is the stuff we did with Andrea on, using the Sienna models, which allow us to kind of disentangle. So, the backdrop of this is that, if you look at a social network of friendships in a school, you'll see that, and if you color the nodes by a particular behavior, let's say drinking, you'll see clustering. So the kids who are drinking tend to be, you know, more closely affiliated with each other than with non-drinkers. It's not perfect by any means. There's lots of mixing, but there's that's tendency. But you don't know just looking at it in the cross section whether that arose because they're influencing each other to drink or not drink, or because their drinkers are finding each other and they were already drinking and they're gravitating to each other, birds of a feather, right? So the data we have, and some, thanks to some developments on the statistical front, allowed us to disentangle those two things and understand how behaviors, to what extent people are gravitating to each other, and to what extent, to similar others, and to what extent they are influencing each other. And it turns out in almost every case, both things are happening at the same time. But the data we had, the context study allowed us also to simultaneously examine status processes. And it turns out that kids are influencing each other to drink in their friendship. So they become more similar. If you become friends with a drinker, you're going to be more likely to start drinking yourself. And it turns out, on top of that effect, drinkers are more popular in a school. So they're getting more friends, and then they're, by extension, influencing those friends. So more people are, so there's two kind of processes there. One is that kids are seeing alcohol as a way to maybe augment their popularity. It is in fact augmenting their popularity. So they might be drinking for that reason, but they're also going to be drinking by virtue of, like, oh, that kid is popular, I want to be friends with that kid. That kid also happens to drink, and now I'm going to be, under that influence, so to speak.